and good evening from Palmyra, Pennsylvania, in the net. For Game 2 of tonight's doubleheader between Williamson Trade and Central Penn College, I'd like to apologize for the technical difficulties we were just having, but this is Brian Christiana with Tyler Coleman on the call. We currently have one out in the top of the first with the number 14, Marcus Williams, up to bat for Williamson Trade. Today's pitcher is Millville product Ryan Stevens. He pitched in a previous game for the Knights here in the net, and he really excelled. So, Tyler, what do you have to say about Ryan Stevens? That's actually gonna ball hit out to right field, and it drops. Extra base hit for Williamson Trade. It's cut off by the shortstop. So runners on second and third now with one out for Williamson Trade.
Well, Brian, Stevens pitched well one of the last games that we broadcasted, so he's off to a little early trouble here, but hopefully he can settle down and pitch around this, and hopefully keep Williamson Trade off the board.
Stevens delivers, ball high. So Fidelibus will batted first for Williamson Trade. Velasquez batting second, Williams third, Loper fourth, Killinen will bat after him, Mcfarlin, then Donald, Gildia, and then Sutter. And on the mound for Central Penn is Ryan Stevens, a freshman. There's a nice strike. Stevens delivers. A beautiful pitch. First strike, 3. So 2 outs for Williamson Trade.
Big strikeout there by Stevens.
And now we're going to have number 0, Hunter Killinen, who was a pitcher in the first game, Tyler. Williamson Trade with runners on second and third, looking to get some runs in early.
Yeah, Stevens, like I said, big strikeout there. Hopefully pick up one more out here and keep Williamson Trade off the board. Try to swing some of that momentum back to the Central Penn dugout.
Stevens delivers. Ball high. So some changes today for the second game is Hunter Finkey at catcher. Rosario still at first. Second baseman is Danny Gonzalez. Shortstop, Alex Dominguez. Third baseman, Zach Boyer. Graham in left. Fulp in center. And right field is Brian Rodriguez, number 57. Stevens delivers. Fouled off.
So to our point, freshman, Finkey catching in this game. Yeah, definitely an advantage whenever he can learn off of players like Max Thorpe and Peyton Paletti.
Another freshman on the field for Central Penn.
Yep.
Strike 3 called. Ryan Stevens ends the inning. 2 runners get on base for Williamson Trade, but no runs get across, and the score is 0-0 going into the bottom of the first. Tyler?
For the 5th straight year, Central Penn College has earned the military-friendly school designation. Currently, Central Penn has 55 students who are either veterans or who are active in the military or National Guard. The Student Veterans of America Club is accepting new members. Students must be veterans or active military to join. For more information about the club, contact Student Success Coach and Club Advisor Dan Garisi at 717-728-2367. Are you interested in pursuing a career in business, accounting, marketing, or communications? Central Penn College offers more than 30 career-focused programs and flexible class formats, including in-person, online, and hybrid courses. For more information, visit our website at centralpenn.edu.
So pitching today for Williamson Trade will be number 7, Brian Archambault, a senior from Coatesville, Pennsylvania. So the lineup again, we're going to go over for Central Penn. Dominguez batting first, Danny Gonzalez second, Connor Graham in left field batting third, Rosario batting fourth at first, Boyer at third batting fifth, Edwards in right field batting after him, Rodriguez is your DH today, Hunter Finkey at catcher, and Christian Fulp in center. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 freshmen in the batting lineup today, Tyler.
Well, we touched base on it in the first game, Brian. The freshmen have definitely played a huge role in the team's success so far this season, so hopefully they can continue it here in the game 2 of the doubleheader, and the team can come out with 2 victories today.
So Alex Gonzalez, first pitch strike to Alex Dominguez. And again, remember that double he hit off the left field wall, Tyler, in the first game?
Yeah, he did. Actually, that long double he hit off the left field wall helped open up the scoring in the first inning and led to Gonzalez's 2-run homer. So it'd be nice if he could get another early hit here.
In the net in Palmyra, Game 2, Williamson Trade and Central Penn College. Strike called to Alex Dominguez. And the lights have turned on, Tyler. We are officially under the lights.
Yeah, Brian, looking forward to calling his first game this season that'll be played under the lights.
Time is called. It's cleared up a little bit. It's still a little cloudy out there. Right field, looks like the sun's still peeking out a little bit, Tyler. No rain, though.
No rain. Hopefully it'll stay off, but we did get some in the first game. Always nice to see a little sunshine break through on a cloudy day. What the fuck? Hey.
Delivers. Ball low to Dominguez. Full count on Alex Dominguez. Shortstop, number 13. Chombo delivers. And that's going to be a grounder over to the shortstop. And he got him. So one quick out for Williamson Trade. And now we're going to have Danny Gonzalez, the second baseman, up to bat. If you remember, Tyler, he hit that monstrous home run over the left field wall in the first inning of the first game.
He did. He actually came through with a couple hits. If you remember later on in the game, he had that blue pit to left center field. So good game for him to come out with 2 hits, and hopefully he can get a few more here.
On deck is Connor Graham, and then after him, Chris Rosario. Chombo delivers. Called strike. So again, 285 in left, 370 out in center, and 310 out in right field. Chombo. Time is called. Again, we are currently at 50 degrees. Sunset is going to be at 7:09. daylight savings time recently changed that up, Tyler. It's much nicer, later baseball.
Yeah, it did. It'd be nice to play under the sun a little bit longer now.
Combo delivers low. Combo winds up, delivers. He swings for strike 3. So 2 quick outs now for Williamson Trade with Connor Graham up to bat. Connor Graham had a walk in the first game and then also had a monstrous home run out to center field.
I believe he had a couple walks last game. I believe he had 2 walks before he hit the long home run. So,
like we talked about the game against Valley Forge, he had 3 walks. So, I mean,
seems like getting walked and hitting home runs, that's what Connor's doing this season. So, definitely a great start for him.
First pitch strike thrown by Archambault was something that we saw with Christian Fulp in the first game, leading the batter with a first pitch strike. Curveball thrown ball outside.
Yeah, Christian was very effective in Game 1, and it was nice to see him pitch so well, especially after he got off to a rough start in his first start of the season. So hopefully that helped build his confidence a little bit more for his next start.
Strike thrown to Connor Graham. So again, Connor Graham, a senior here from Maryland, Nightly News Athlete of the Year, Tyler.
Yeah, Connor has done a terrific job, not only just this season at representing the college. Oh, jeez.
Ball high, almost actually hits Graham.
But actually, Connor's had some experience playing overseas last summer.
Yeah, Connor played over in Scotland, played over in Spain with the USA team, and played exceptionally very well.
Yeah, he's not just representing Central Penn well, but also the United States.
Chambo delivers curl. And he strikes out Connor Graham. One thing we said we don't really see out of Graham much, but that will end the inning. No hits allowed. The final 3 outs, actually 2, were strikeouts, Tyler, for Central Penn. At the end of 1, the score is still 0-0. Going to the top of the second. Tyler?
The Baylor Family Foundation was formed with the intentions of helping to empower youth through sustainable sports funding. The Baylor Family Foundation is a public charity founded in 2008 by Jerry Baylor II and the Baylor family to provide a resource for caring individuals and the causes they support, enabling them to make a charitable impact on the community. We help donors of many variations, such as individuals, companies, or endowments that are passionate with youth athletics and want to create an everlasting impact. These funds ensure that people of vision will have an enduring influence on the life of their community, the positive impact of our young leaders of tomorrow, and the charitable causes they hold dear. For more information, please go to the Baylor Family Foundation website at the-bff.com for more details.
And we are going into the top of the second here at In the Net in Palmyra. Ryan Stevens pitching for the Knights. And hoping he can continue what Christian Fulp started and get another Central Penn win. So the Knights are now officially 6-1, Tyler. Looking to continue that, make it 7-1.
Yeah, Brian, definitely a great start to the season so far. So it'd be nice to pick up another victory here and sweep the doubleheader going into a few games that they have coming up on the road.
So Stevens delivers a first pitch ball a little high. Stevens delivers a strike to Tim Mcfarlin, a senior first baseman out of Philadelphia.
So we got to give Ryan Stevens a lot of credit. He was able to get himself out of trouble last inning. He had runners second and third with just 1 out, and got a strikeout and a pop-up to get out of the inning. And
Stevens delivers to Mcfarlin. Strike 3 is called. Ryan Stevens delivers a third pitch strike and 1 quick out for Central Penn. And now we're going to have Sean Donnell for Williamson Trade, who is a junior out of Newton Square, PA. Stevens winds up and delivers. Ball inside. So again, Stevens looks to continue what he started in that previous game, Tyler. He had a lot of strikeouts and was throwing consistently all game.
Yeah, he was very consistent in his first game, and considering how well Christian pitched in Game 1 of the doubleheader here today, I'm sure Ryan's hoping to follow that up with a good performance from himself.
Ball looked like it went off a face mask there. The catcher and the umpire had to readjust and get all the gear back together. Stevens delivers for a nice location and another strike. Ryan Stevens winds up, and that's going to be just foul. Count 1-2 on Sean Donnell. Again, the junior out of Newton Square, Pennsylvania. Stevens winds up, delivers, curveball, called high for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Donnell. And that is a pop-up hit by Donnell. Over to the shortstop, Dominguez. A quick out. 2 outs in the inning, and now we are going to have Andrew Dildia, a junior out of Briar Cliff, Pennsylvania. First pitch from Stevens is a foul ball. But yeah, talking about what you said earlier with Finkey getting, he has good leadership behind him with Matt Storp and Peyton Paletti. It's interesting to see Peyton Paletti playing, as he stated earlier, in like a part-time role. So that's really good for Finkey to learn under from him and with get some good pointers.
Yep.
So we're going to go to the bottom of the second inning. The score is still 0-0. Tyler?
Are you interested in a healthcare career? Central Penn offers 2-year programs in physical therapy assistant, occupational therapy assistant, and medical assisting, as well as bachelor's degree program in healthcare management. For more information, visit our website at centralpenn.edu. For the 2020-2021 academic year, Central Penn College is offering free housing to new students, both freshmen and transfer students who attend full-time and choose to live on campus. For more information, go to centralpenn.edu/free housing.
And free housing, Tyler, it's really had a big impact on the Central Penn community. Enrollment keeps going up and up for residential students. So next for Central Penn, we're going to see the first baseman, number 34, Chris Rosario. Then we're going to see the third baseman, number 14, Zach Boyer. And then in right field, Colby Edwards. I'd like to again thank you for being here tonight, being with us for tonight's second game of our doubleheader between Central Penn and Williamson Trade. It's turned out to actually be a very beautiful night for baseball, Tyler.
Yeah, it is, Brian. Not too cold, but not too warm at the same time. Hopefully the rain will continue to hold off, although we did get some in the first game. Not as much as we were expecting. So,
Archambault's still in the game for Williamson Trade against the Knights. Chris Rosario up first. And first pitch swing and strike by Rosario. I think Tyler looked again like he was swinging for the fences there.
Yeah, it really did. Rosario had a few tough at-bats in the first game. He got under the ball a little bit, but just keep his head down and stay focused.
Sorry, Tyler. Rosario swings on the curveball and hits it foul there.
Yeah, I got under that one a little bit too. Luckily, it just got out of play.
Again, 2 strikes on Rosario here in the Bottom of the second. It's already the bottom of the second, Tyler. This game's going pretty fast.
Well, the first game actually moved along pretty quick too. The Knights winning by a score of 9-0. So hopefully they can get a few early runs and Stevens can go to work.
Rosario fouls it off behind the catcher. Do I need to get the engineer? We are all good again. I'd like to thank our engineer and photographer, Tyrene Smalley. He's been doing great. Tyler, again, you guys, you and Professor Paul Miller and Parker Rose keep doing a great job. Delivers. Ball low to Rosario.
Well, we appreciate that, Brian. You do a great job as well, and we're unfortunate to be losing you, but hopefully you can stick around and help out as much as you can.
Yeah, Tyler, you all, Central Penn family has done so much, and we keep getting bigger and bigger every day. Rosario fouls it off again. But talking more about that, I mean, if you would have said 3-4 years ago to anyone that there would be broadcasts of Central Penn sports, people would have probably thought you're crazy. But you know what? Many people in the media club and the athletic department came together and made it happen. So, I mean, it's really awesome to see how the club and athletic department keep growing.
Well, you definitely played a big role in that, Brian, so we appreciate your hard work, and we wish you the best with whatever you do here in a couple weeks.
I'd like to thank my friend Coach Casey as well. Again, I didn't want to talk to you. I know this upset you, but the breaking news today coming out of the NCAA.
I know. I'm very upset to hear that.
So if you don't know what we're talking about, all of the NCAA tournament games are not going to have fans in attendance. So very interesting coming out of the NCAA. Chombo winds up, delivers to Rosario, and Rosario grounds it to the shortstop, throws it over to first, and 1 out.
Good at bat by Rosario there. Saw a few pitches, made the pitcher work a little bit. So hopefully that'll play out in his advantage for his next at bat.
The thing is, Rosario is putting solid contact on the ball today. It's just literally going right to the defender.
Well, that's all you can ask for, as long as you just make solid contact. You know, might seem like you're slumping a little bit, but at some point those hits will fall in.
Zach Boyer hits it foul, and Boyer was a big part of the first inning for the Knights, coming across to score. He had a walk and then came all the way home to score a big run in that game. It's been our Chombo. Senior out of Coatesville delivers, and that hit him. So Zach Boyer gets on first base with a hit by pitch, and now the Knights have a base runner with Colby Edwards up to bat.
So, Brian, we didn't see the Knights try to steal as many bases last game. Be interesting to see when they get their base runners here if they're going to look to take advantage of that a little bit more.
In this game, Central Penn has more speed in the lineup with Colby Edwards and Brian Rodriguez. So it'll be interesting to see how aggressive they will be on the base paths. So again, our Chombo, senior out of Coatesville, about to deliver to Colby Edwards. Lines up, delivers for a strike. And Williamson Trade is going very similar to last game. The lineup nearly identical. Our Chombo steps off. So Central Penn over the last 3 games, Tyler, 43 runs scored.
Yeah, that's a lot of runs over the course of just 3 games. So hopefully they can break out a few more runs here and pick up the victory.
If you weren't with us, Central Penn defeated Williamson Trade 9-0, and that's gonna drop for a base hit. Colby Edwards. Runners now on first and second with 1 out, and Brian Rodriguez is gonna be up for the Knights. So Brian Rodriguez, the freshman out of Philadelphia. A lot of times you'll see Rodriguez on the field as a pinch runner for the Knights.
Yeah, he's definitely a guy the Knights would like to get on base with his speed.
So Archamo delivers for a first pitch strike, with Hunter Finkey, the catcher, on deck. Archamo delivers. Strike called. Rodriguez didn't look like he was agreed with the call there.
Definitely didn't like that call. But now in an 0-2 hole, you just got to keep your head down and look for a pitch in your zone. Try not to chase anything.
Rodriguez fouls it off. So 2 strikes on Rodriguez. Here again, we're in the bottom of the second inning. Runners on first and second with 1 out.
Maybe it's just me, Brian, but it seems like we've had a handful of foul balls come back our way today.
Exactly. They're putting ourselves and Coach Casey on our toes. He delivers. Strike 3 called. Good location by Archamo, and 2 outs now for the Knights.
Yeah, Rodriguez definitely didn't like that call. Kind of shook his head a little bit as he walked back to the dugout, but big spot here for freshman Hunter Finkey.
So again, Hunter Finkey, the starting catcher today, number 58. First pitch called a strike on Finkey. So again, runners on first and second, 2 outs, and Hunter Finkey is up to bat. Chamo delivers. Ball outside to Finkey. The count is 1-1. Hunter Finkey, another freshman for Central Penn. So again, we've been talking about. Oh, and the runners are going. And they advance to second and third with 2 outs. So now Hunter Finkey has guys in scoring position, Tyler. A big opportunity.
So, yeah, big opportunity here for the freshman. Base hit could give the team a 2-0 early lead. Let's see if he can come through here.
Hunter Finkey. Archamo delivers. And Finkey hits it foul. Two strikes thrown on Finkey. Bottom of the second. Chamo delivers. Finkey. And Finkey hits it out to center field, and that will get in a run. Colby Edwards just makes it in. 2-0 Central Penn College on the base hit by Hunter Finkey.
Definitely nice job by the freshman coming through with that big hit here to give his team the 2-0 lead. Excellent job to pick up his teammate Rodriguez after he struck out. So let's see now Christian Fulton keep the momentum going.
So now we have senior Christian Fulp. Again, the Nightly News player of the game from last game. Had many strikes. Had a perfect game going into the third inning, Tyler.
Yeah, Christian only gave up 1 hit. Had a handful of strikeouts, so let's see if his bat can get as hot as he was when he was pitching in game 1.
So now we're going to have a pinch runner, Matt Thorpe, the starting catcher from the first game. Yeah, we'd like to thank you for being with us here tonight at In the Net in Palmyra, Pennsylvania. Chama delivers, ball high to Christian Fulp. And sunset is around 7:10 tonight. We are under the lights here in Palma. Pickoff. Just he slides in there. Christian Fulp, senior out of Harrisburg.
Ball hit the shortstop.
It's freezing.
Chris.
You guys can do about it. I don't think so. Somebody's on the phone. They're telling me I'm like, I'll go see something, but I don't think there's anything they can do.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the end of the bottom of the second. But Central Penn gets 2 runs across from Hunter Finkey. And now we're going to go to the top of the third with the score Central Penn College 2, Williamson Trade 0. Tyler?
Join the Nightly News Media Club. We offer an online newspaper, quarterly publication, weekly podcasts, and paid positions with our sports broadcast team. For the spring term, we meet even-numbered weeks in ATEC 204 from noon to 1 p.m. Stop by and learn how you can get involved, or email club advisor Paul Miller at paulmiller@centralpenn.edu for more information. Career Services invites you to a fun and exciting event for students, alumni, employers, faculty, and staff during the spring term. On April 29th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., they will be celebrating the 10th anniversary of the Career Resource Center on the Summerdale campus. There will be lots of free food, drinks, and door prizes. For more information about our events, stop by the Career Resource Center in room 53 of Bollinger Hall or email us at careerservices@centralpenn.edu.
So now we're going to go into the top of the third inning already, Tyler. Game's going pretty fast.
Yeah, it is. So far we have somewhat of a pitching duel, but Central Penn was able to get the 2 runs in the bottom of the second inning. So let's see if Ryan Stevens can have a quick 1-2-3 inning and get his team back to work at the plate.
So now we're going to have Colin Sutter, a junior from Boothwyn, Pennsylvania. Tyler, you ever heard of Boothwyn?
Honestly, I have not. Have you?
No. First pitch strike thrown to Sutter. Ball high thrown by Stevens. One thing I'll give Ryan Stevens, Tyler, is whenever he's on the mound, the fan club comes out. A lot of our nightly news watchers are with Ryan Stevens.
Well, it's good to see. Always enjoy to see the support, especially for a young freshman out there. So keep supporting Ryan and the team.
1-2 on Sutter from Ryan Stevens. Stevens delivers. Grounded right back to the pitcher. Stevens throw. Ooh, there's a little wind up there, Tyler. You see that?
Yeah. Stevens doing a nice job, though, of fielding his position. He's able to take the comeback easily and get the first out.
So now we're going to have number 11, Fidelibus, who flew out to the right fielder in his first at-bat. Stevens throws a ball in the first pitch. Ryan Stevens winds up, delivers. Ball outside. So again, game 2 of our doubleheader here in Palmyra in the net. Stevens throws the ball high for a ball. The next time we are going to be here for a broadcast will be Saturday, March 28th against Christendom at 2 p.m. Professor Paul Miller, myself, and Parker Rose will be in attendance for that one. Fidelibus walks. So a runner on first base now for Williamson Trade, and we're gonna have number 15, Angel Velazquez, a freshman from Smyrna, Delaware. Ryan Stevens with a runner on first base for Williamson Trade. Stevens delivers. for a first pitch strike. Again, just like Christian Fulp, Tyler, first pitch strikes seem to be going our way today.
Yeah, definitely something you want to take advantage of whenever you can get out ahead of the batter early. It generally means you have a good shot at putting them away.
Stevens delivers, and Velasquez swings and misses for strike 2. So 1 out here in the top of the 3rd inning. Ryan Stevens, the pitcher, a freshman out of Millville, Pennsylvania. Stevens with the pickoff move. Velasquez in the box. Ryan Stevens delivers for a ball low. Tyler, you talked to Christian Fulp after everything. What did he have to say about the first game?
He said he was pretty proud of himself. You know, of course, there may be a few things he could have did better, but it was definitely a
ground
great
ball,
start.
and that gets through for a base hit for Velasquez. So runners on first and second now with 1 out, and Williamson Trade seems to be getting the bat going this half inning.
Yeah, Christian, to continue on my point there, even though he pitched so well, he thought there was a couple things he could have did better, but overall it was a terrific start, and he thought it was a great confidence builder, and hopefully it'll kind of carry him into his next start.
Yeah, runners on first and second here in the top of the 3rd, and now we have number 14, Marcus Williams. Ryan Stevens with a beautiful curveball, called for a strike. And Ryan Stevens has a real good curveball, Tyler.
Yeah, curveball definitely working just like it was for Christian early on in game 1.
Stevens looks over to second, delivers, and that's hit high in the center field. Great play, tagging up, throws it to third, but the runner gets in. So runners now on first and third for Williamson Trade with 2 outs in the inning. Now we're going to have number 2, Eric Loper from Media, Pennsylvania. He's a junior, 5'9", and 165 pounds.
So the ball being hit that high up, Ryan, it could be a little tricky for the outfielders with the darkening sky. But nice play by Christian out there in center field.
Yeah, Fulp, a lot of experience out there in center field. Definitely a focal and one of the leaders of that outfield. So Ryan Stevens lines up and delivers. Swings and misses there. Stevens winds up. Time is called. Ryan Stevens winds up, delivers, and that's another strikeout for Ryan Stevens.
Nice way to get out of a jam.
So Williamson Trade gets runners in scoring position, but does not capitalize as we go to the bottom of the 3rd with the score Central Penn College 0, Williamson Trade 0.
Are you interested in pursuing a career in criminal justice, legal studies, homeland security, or information technology? Central Penn College offers more than 30 career-focused programs in flexible class formats, including in-person, online, and hybrid courses. For more information, visit our website at centralpenn.edu. Central Penn's year-round accelerated schedule, which is composed of 4 11-week terms, enables full-time students to earn a bachelor's degree in just 3 years. Fast-track your success with our accelerated terms.
I'd like to correct myself, Tyler. It's actually Central Penn College 2, Williamson Trade 0. So the Knights are on the scoreboard, and we are now going to have our leadoff hitter, Alex Dominguez, up to bat. So Tyler, how's your term going? We're wrapping up rather quickly.
I'm glad it's wrapping up quickly. It's been a busy term. Internship, working a couple jobs, going to school, staying busy, broadcasting games with you guys. So looking forward to the 2-week break. Can't get here fast enough.
Yeah, one thing about spring or winter term, I apologize. See, I'm jumping ahead. You go from basketball season right to baseball season. So again, we'd like to congratulate our basketball teams on a great season. We're super proud of all that you accomplished, and we cannot wait to be with you next season. Soccer's coming up soon too, Tyler. It's going to be here before you know it. That'll be Coach Doug Fisher, Paul Miller, and other students on the call for that. Just very thankful that we get to be here, myself and you, for another students-only broadcast.
Yeah, it's been great. You and I actually got to do the first ever student-only broadcast last season. So
Dominguez hits a high pop-up over to the third baseman drops it. And Dominguez takes 2 feet of a stride over at first base, and he is thrown out. So a base running error by Dominguez gets an out for the Knights, and now 1 quick out for Williamson Trade.
Yeah, definitely kind of a mental mistake there, Brian. Wanted to try to capitalize on the drop ball there, but unfortunately Dominguez wasn't able to.
So now we have Danny Gonzalez, another Lancaster product. He also went to Clarion before this. So another transfer student that's really capitalizing at their time here with Central Penn.
Yeah, definitely bringing some good experience coming in from Clarion. Hopefully he can slot into the 2-hole right behind Dominguez and in front of Connor Graham and provide that support that the offense needs.
There you go. Base hit for Gonzalez. So now Danny Gonzalez on first base with the dangerous Connor Graham stepping into the box. So again, Connor Graham was a strikeout victim in his last at-bat. Remember, Tyler, we said how unusual that was for him.
Yeah, Connor striking out definitely is unusual, but you know he will be looking to make it up here in his second at-bat.
Throws a slider to Connor Graham for a first pitch strike. And around 40 to 45 people in attendance here today in the net in Palmyra for the Central Penn baseball game. Gonzalez gets over to second base, so now Connor Graham has a runner in scoring position and a big opportunity for the Knights to put a run on the board.
Yeah, definitely trying to get runners in scoring position is exactly what you want to do as a team whenever you have Connor coming up to hit. So now a base hit could move the Knights lead to 3-0.
Graham fouls it off. And it looked like Archambault almost fell there as he delivered the ball.
Yeah, it looked like a little bit of a footing issue out there on the mound, which can be difficult when you have several different pitchers, especially after game 1 and mixed in together when it was raining. So we'll see if those issues continue and maybe if the grounds crew comes out to take a look at the mound.
Archambault delivers for a ball outside. Connor Graham, first game, hit the big home run out in the center field that blew the lead open for Central Penn.
Gonzalez takes off to third, and he's going to get in there on another ball in the dirt.
That was one thing, remember, we talked about how we hadn't seen him on the base paths before. He's pretty active, and he got some wheels.
Definitely is. I like the hustle from this guy. Definitely out there moving and trying to take advantage of the extra bases whenever he can.
Chamo's ready. Lines up, throws to Graham. curveball. And that is going to be a walk for Connor Graham. So now we're going to have Chris Rosario up, the first baseman, number 34. And he grounded out to the shortstop in his first at-bat.
We talked about Rosario having some tough luck in his last few at-bats here today. No better time than to turn it around and come through the base hit right here.
Yep. Curveball thrown low in the dirt for a 1-0 count on Rosario. Archamo delivers, and Rosario hits one to left field, and that is gone. Chris Rosario hits it over the left field wall, and that will give the Central Penn Knights a 5-0 lead. Tyler?
That was a great hit for Chris, and I'm sure that feels even better knowing that he had those tough at-bats. So it's great to see him come through with the three-run homer and add to the Knights' lead.
Chris Rosario with the huge shot out to left field gives Central Penn College a 5-0 lead. Has to be tough on the pitcher, Tyler, giving up a big home run like that, just having a 2-0 lead and now down 5-0.
Yeah, and it seemed like it happened pretty quick because he got through the first inning fairly quickly. It was still 0-0, and then the Knights turned around and put 2 on the board in the second inning, and now they have a 3 spot and still working here in the third inning.
So now we have Zach Boyer up for the Knights. Third baseman, a freshman out of Camp Hill, Pennsylvania. Chama winds up. And Boyer fouls it off. So 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Central Penn College is now up 5-0 after Chris Rosario blasts that home run over the left field wall. Chamo.
Starting to wonder how many home runs we're going to see over that left field wall this season, Brian. We've seen a handful of them so far.
If you think about it all right, we've seen 2 from Connor Graham.
Yep.
We've now seen 2 from Chris Rosario. 1 from Danny Gonzalez. I'm sure there's going to be more this season.
I want to say Zach Boyer had one against Penn State Hazleton last week.
I don't know. But it's just... this team is out. They're hitting real good. They're pitching real good. You can't ask for any more if you're Coach Stern.
If the offense can stay hot along with the way the pitching has been going, this is going to be one heck of a season.
Archamo throws it high, and Zach Boyer will be on first base with a walk. Now we're going to have Colby Edwards, the right fielder, up to bat for the Knights. First pitch, strike from Archamo on to Edwards. So again, runner on first base, 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Ball low.
So we talked about the game moving at a pretty quick pace. Seems like it's slowing down a little bit now with the Knights scoring all these runs.
Yeah, the bottom half of the third, Central Penn's putting some runs on the ball, or putting some runs on the board, I'm sorry. And they're taking advantage. Ball high. It's a cold, chilly, but beautiful night here in Palmyra at In the Net Sports Complex. And that's a pop-up hit by Colby Edwards out to the center field. That was going further than I thought, Tyler.
That did. That ball had some carry to it. But unfortunately, the center fielder got a nice jump on it, was able to track it down.
So now there's 2 outs in the bottom of the third, and we're going to have Brian Rodriguez, the DH, up to bat. Brian struck out looking in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he walked away from his last at-bat shaking his head a little bit here, but it would be nice to see him get on base, so hopefully we can see his speed come into play here.
2 outs in the bottom of the third. Under the lights here tonight, Tyler. Not many instances or chances for us to be under the lights. Rodriguez swings and misses on the first pitch.
Yeah, so Williamson Trade actually made the quick pitching change back in the first game. I'm surprised to see with this pitcher giving up 5 runs so far, if they'll continue to stick with him for a while.
So again, looking forward to Central Penn's schedule. You can see the Knights on Sunday as they travel to Penn State Schuylkill. Monday the 23rd against Mid-Atlantic Christian. The 25th is at Apprentice for a real tough matchup. Rodriguez hits it in the infield over the third baseman, and he'll make it. An infield single for Brian Rodriguez.
There was that speed in play. Nice hit right down the third base line. Was able to leg that out for an infield single.
So runners on first and second now with Hunter Finkey up to bat. And Finkey had a big at-bat that scored 2 runs in to give the Knights a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, he had a big at-bat coming through, picking up Rodriguez after he struck out. So it'd be nice to see Finkey come through here with another hit to add to that Knights lead.
So, but again, on to the big tough game this year. Oh, Finkey hits it deep. And the ball stays in the park. And Rodriguez will come across the score. So 2-run score. And now the score is 7-0 Central Penn College.
So far, Hunter Finkey having a game 2 for 2 with a double and 4 RBIs. And now to your point, Brian, it's a 7-0 Central Penn lead.
So 7-0 Central Penn College on Hunter Finkey's double. And now he's going to have a pinch runner, Matt Thorpe, come in the game. So again, Central Penn College takes a 7-0 lead.
Well, and now we have a mound visit, so it'll be interesting to see if there's a pitching change.
Again, I have no clue how many more pitchers Williamson Trade is going to have after all the relievers that they used in the first game.
Did you know that Central Penn College, unlike some institutions, does not charge any type of fee for applying? It's absolutely free. Go to our website at centralpenn.edu to apply. Central Penn College will host Let Our Success Be Your Success on Thursday, March 12th from 6 to 7:30 p.m. at the Lancaster Center. At the event, you will meet a panel of Central Penn graduates and learn how a degree has changed their lives and how it might impact yours. The Lancaster Center is located on 1905 Old Philadelphia Pike in Lancaster.
So tomorrow night, if you have some free time, head down to our Lancaster Center. And now we're going to have a pinch hitter. We're going to have number 17, Hayden Fox, come in the game. A freshman on the team, star pitcher, plays right field for the Knights. And Fox fouls it off. So again, Chris Rosario, big home run over the left field wall. Hunter Finkey, a big double. 5 runs have come across the board this half inning for Central Penn.
Well, Brian, I know it's only in the 3rd inning, but I think it might be safe to say Hunter Finkey playing his way for the player of the game.
Hayden Fox hits one high. He hits it far. The center fielder is there. And he makes a great play out in center field for the out. So now we're going to go to the top part of the 4th inning after a great play by the center fielder for Williamson Trade. But Central Penn College puts a lot of damage on the board. The score is now 7-0 Central Penn College. Tyler?
The Baylor Family Foundation was formed with the intentions of helping to empower youth through sustainable sports funding. The Baylor Family Foundation is a public charity founded in 2008 by Jerry Baylor II and the Baylor family to provide a resource for caring individuals and the causes they support, enabling them to make a charitable impact on the community. We help donors of many variations, such as individuals, companies, or endowments that are passionate with youth athletics and want to create an everlasting impact. These funds ensure that people with vision will have an enduring influence on the life of their community, the positive impact of our young leaders of tomorrow, and the charitable causes they hold dear. For more information, please go to the Baylor Family Foundation website at the-bff.com for more details.
So again, Ryan Stevens is going to be on the mound for the Knights going into the top of the 4th inning. Central Penn put a lot of damage on the board there, Tyler. Just hit after hit. Something Coach Stern should be very excited for.
Yeah, the offense is staying hot right now. It's great to see. And I kind of was touching to the point there that Hunter Finkey, even though through 3 innings, is kind of speaking for Nightly News Player of the Game so far with going 2 for 2 and 4 RBIs. So it's good to see him stepping up with the big game so far.
This could be his breakout moment as a young freshman. Again, 4 RBIs in 2 at-bats for Hunter Finkey, the catcher. Stevens winds up, delivers, ball high. We're going to have number 0 for Williamson Trade, Hunter Tillinen, who was the pitcher in the first game from Marcus Hook, Pennsylvania. So again, we are in the top of the 4th inning here at In the Net in Palmyra. Great pitch from Ryan Stevens for a strike. So 1-1 on Tillinen.
And with as good as Ryan Stevens has been pitching so far, definitely have a lot of hope that with a 7-0 lead, this should be a game that the Knights can pull out a victory in.
2 balls, 1 strike on Tillinen from Ryan Stevens. Stevens delivers a foul ball. So actually a full count here on Tillinen in the top of the 4th. Stevens winds up, delivers. Tillinen, grounder to the second baseman. Throws it over to Rosario. And he gets close play there, Tyler. It looked like the location of the throw was a little off.
Definitely a close play, but glad they were able to get the second out. Never want to allow any base runners on by creating an error.
So now we're going to have number 13, Tim Mcfarlin from Philadelphia. He's a senior and plays first base. Stevens winds up, delivers. And Mcfarlin hits it out in the right field. That's going to go in the gap. So Hayden Fox throws the ball in. But again, good hit by Mcfarlin. And now Williamson Trade has a runner on base.
It's a nice job by Fox, though, getting to that ball quickly and holding the base runner to a single. That hit off the bat looked like it easily could have been a double. So nice job by Fox.
So now we'll have Sean Donnell on for Williamson Trade. Donnell, the middle infielder from Newton Square, Pennsylvania. Stevens winds up, delivers for a first pitch strike. Ryan Stevens has been aiming the ball perfectly tonight, Tyler.
Yeah, he's been pitching great so far, definitely following up Christian's performance in Game 1. So it's great to see him pitching with such success and with a big lead as well.
Another strike thrown by Stevens, so now the batter is down 0-2 in the top of the 4th. I want to thank you again for allowing us to be with you tonight at In the Net in Palmyra, Pennsylvania. Stevens throws the ball low. The Nightly News Media Club will be at every home game this season for the Knights. Right, winds up, delivers. Fouled off by Donnell. Again, this is our 3rd season calling Central Penn baseball. Very honored and excited to be here. I'd like to thank again Ian Kemmer, my partner in crime over the years. And Donnell hits it out in the left field for a base hit. Did you notice there, Tyler? Connor Graham was pretty deep out there.
Yeah, he was. Looked like he was playing no doubles defense, but he was able to keep the ball in front of him, and good play out there.
So runners on first and second now, and we are going to have number 3 we're going to have number 3, Andrew Gildia. Stevens, with 1 out in the inning. Stevens winds up, delivers. Fouled off.
So far in the game, Stevens has found himself in a couple different jams, but he was able to get out of it. So hopefully he can pitch out of this jam and keep Williamson Trade off the scoreboard.
Out in right center field, I'm sure he knows, but there is a big gap, Tyler. If Williamson Trade could take advantage of that, that would easily bring in a run and possibly could even bring in 2. Ryan Stevens delivers. There's a grounder over to the third baseman, Boyer. Oh, actually. Uh-oh. Williamson Trade gets a run across on an error. So now the score is going to be 7-1 Central Penn College.
Yeah, tough play. Can never assume the out, but looked like they should have had the out at second.
Could have easily been a double play.
But
inning-ending double play.
But if you're Stevens here, you just got to shake that off and help pick up your defenders out there. Another double play here, and you can be out of the inning just like that.
Stevens winds up, delivers. Ryan Stevens winds up, delivers. Ball high.
He's not using any batting gloves, Brian. I don't know if you noticed that, but a little bit questionable on a chilly day.
One thing I probably wouldn't do if I was in the batter's box, I'd probably have gloves on both hands with how cold it is. The ball coming off the bat has to hurt your hands. Stevens, strike called on the batter Sutter, who grounded out to Stevens in his last at-bat.
Sure, Stevens would love another ground out right here where he can turn around and turn the quick double play.
Stevens, ball high. Counts 3-1 on Sutter. Throws. Ball low for ball 4, so the bases are loaded, and Stevens is starting to struggle a little bit. Tyler?
Yeah, he's struggling a little bit, and his defenders were struggling a little bit as well. But like I said, here comes Coach Stern. We're actually going to have a pitching or a mound visit, hopefully to try to calm Stevens down and clear his head a little bit. Are you looking for a free activity for the kids? How does a free movie and free popcorn sound? Pretty good, right? The Central Penn's Family Flicks film series shows recent kid-friendly films on a Saturday every other month in the Capitol Blue Cross Theater. The next film is Frozen 2 on Saturday, March 21st from 2 to 4 p.m. The event is free and open to the public.
Perfect timing on that, Tyler. As Coach Stern gets back, and he's going to keep Ryan Stevens in. Stevens delivers for a first pitch ball to number 11, Fidelibus. Fidelibus flew out to right field in his first at-bat today. Stevens throws for a ball high. Stevens winds up for a first pitch, for a strike. Good location there, Tyler. It's actually a real beautiful location.
Yeah, definitely good location. It's good to see that after he's been struggling a little bit, so hopefully he can continue to hit that spot.
Stevens throws another strike to Fidelibus, and now there's 2 strikes on the batter. Stevens throws. Ball outside. Bases loaded. 1 out. Ground ball over to the third baseman. He gets past him off his glove. 1 run scores. Second runner coming home. Play at the plate. And the runner will score. 2 runs come across for Williamson Trade. And now Central Penn College is up 7-3.
Well, going into this inning with a 7-0 lead, I'm sure Coach Stern wants Stevens to work as long as he can here in this inning. But now that it's 7-3, a little curious to see how long he would leave Stevens in, trying to preserve the lead that they have.
Coach Stern could go to his bullpen soon. I mean, the Nets game is on Sunday, so that gives them Thursday, Friday, and Saturday to rest. Probably a situation where you need to maybe consider going to the bullpen, Tyler.
Yeah, and this is where Christian starting game 1 definitely was huge, because with him going the complete game, it was able to rest all the other pitchers for whatever other options Coach Stern wanted in game 2.
Strike thrown by Ryan Stevens to number 15, Angel Velazquez. Ground ball over to the shortstop, and another error by the Knights. Angel Velazquez gets on base for Williamson Trade, and now the bases are loaded again.
And the Knights the defense got to settle down a little bit here. It seems like they're getting in their own way, causing the errors. I believe that's 2 so far in this inning, and it's definitely not helping your pitcher right now.
So now we're going to have number 14, Marcus Williams, up to bat. Marcus comes from Collindale, Pennsylvania. And 1 out in the inning. First pitch strike from Ryan Stevens. Stevens lines up, delivers. Popped up foul. So now 2 strikes on Marcus Williams in a big key situation for the Knights.
If you're Stevens right now, you're trying to keep Williamson Trade off the board as much as possible, and all the momentum's going this way, but if you can try to get out of this jam without giving up any more runs, you can get momentum back on your side. Jeez. Where's Diary? Where's it? Nice strikeout there by Stevens to get the second out. So now there are 2 outs. Stevens trying to get out of this jam without allowing any more runs for Williamson Trade to score. Looks like the umpire having a few words with the Williamson Trade dugout.
We're having some technical difficulties there with the camera. Beautiful throw by Stevens. Stevens throws ball high. Ryan Stevens throws. And that's hit out in the left field. Connor Graham on it. And that's off the wall. Williamson Trade. 1 run comes across. 2 runs. A 3rd run's coming. Play at the plate. And the runner is safe. 3 runs come across. And now Williamson Trade is only down by 1 run to Central Penn.
Yeah, I think you have to take Stevens out at this point. Once was a 7-0 game, now 7-6, and here comes Coach Stern to come out and take a look at Hunter Finkey. He might have got stepped on.
We have an injured Knight on the field. Starting catcher Hunter Finkey, who's having a great performance so far.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for him. Hopefully he can try to stay in this game, especially with how well he's been playing. The second movie of the 2020 in the quarterly CPC film series will be A League of Their Own. You can catch this fictional account of an all-American girls professional baseball league starring Tom Hanks, Gina Davis, Madonna, and Lori Petty on Friday, April 24th at 6:30 p.m. at the Capitol Blue Cross Theater. Professor Paul Miller will give a brief talk on the film prior to the viewing, and there will be food and snacks available for a donation to the Nightly News Media Club. Doors open at 6 p.m. and the event is free and open to the public.
Again, starting catcher Hunter Finkey appeared to get his hand stepped on by a cleat. So he's up and walking off now.
Yeah, as well as Finkey's been playing, hopefully he can walk it off, but he looks like he's in some pain. But now, with it being a 7-6 game, I'm curious to see how much longer Stevens is going to be left in this game.
So again, we are in the top of the fourth inning. Central Penn College had a 7-0 lead, and now the score is 7-6. Runner on second. 2 outs. Now up to bat for Williamson Trade will be number 0, Hunter Killinan. Ryan Stevens still in the game. First pitch low for a ball.
Yeah, Stevens trying to hold on to this lead right now. Hopefully he can get one more out to try to get out of this inning.
Ball low. Ball gets past the catcher, and now the runner is at third base. So runner on third, 2 outs in the top of the fourth. Tyler, at this point, if I'm Coach Stern, you gotta get a new arm out there.
Yeah, I'm thinking Stevens should have been out of this game, but you know, that's why Coach Stern's the manager. He knows what he's doing, so you gotta trust him.
Ryan Stevens lines up, delivers. Ball low. Three balls, 1 strike on Killinan. Lines up, delivers. Ball 4. We're now in a pickle situation.
Wow.
The run does get across and will count as a run. But the runner is out at second. The run still counts, though, for Williamson Trade. And now the game is tied. 7-7. So again, another crazy situation. Central Penn allows another run to get across, Tyler.
That's 7 runs just scored in that inning, Brian. And that's a little unfortunate. A lot of sloppy play on the part of the Knights. You got to get that cleaned up. Still a long way to play here, so let's try to get the bats back to work and retake the lead.
So Williamson Trade gets 7 runs across, and we're going to go to the bottom part of the fourth with the score now 7-7. Tyler?
Are you involved in fundraising? If so, you don't want to miss this free workshop, How to Get Your Board to Fundraise. Join Master Trainer Chad Barger for a discussion on the importance on maximizing the impact of your board members. This free event occurs on Monday, April 27th at 10:30 a.m. to noon at the Lancaster Center. Join us for Alumni Night at the Harrisburg Senators. On Friday, June 12th, the Senators take on the Erie Seawolves. The alumni picnic will be from 6 to 8 and includes hamburgers, hot dogs, barbecue chicken, baked beans, mac and cheese, coleslaw, chips, cookies, soda, and water. Tickets are $17 for ages 13 and older and $6 for ages 4 to 12, as well as the Golden Knights Society members. Tickets are now available, so check the alumni events on the website for this and other upcoming events at www.centralpenn.edu/alumni-events.
So again, a crazy events happening in this past half inning. Central Penn College had a 7-0 lead, but Williamson Trade comes back to tie the ball game. So 7-7 going into the bottom of the fourth. Fortunately enough, we're going into the top part of the lineup. And we are going to have number 13, Alex Dominguez, up to bat. Alex rounded out to the shortstop in his first at-bat today. So let's see if we can get some runs across. Ball inside to Dominguez. The count being 1-0.
Yeah, the top of the inning was pretty sloppy, so we got to get the bats back to work here and try to retake this lead. And be interesting to see if Ryan Stevens
Dominguez hits it out to center field, and it looks like it's right to the center fielder, and it is. An F8 for Alex Dominguez.
Got to get the momentum back on our side, Brian.
So 1 out, and now we're going to see Danny Gonzalez.
Definitely the part of the order here. We can try to score some runs. If Gonzalez can get on base, that'll bring up Connor Graham and Chris Rosario. So definitely a good time to try to get something going.
Danny Gonzalez swings and misses for a first pitch strike. So again, we are here at In the Net in Palmyra, Pennsylvania. Ball outside. Count now 1-1 to Danny Gonzalez, transfer student from Clarion. Another curve ball missed by Danny Gonzalez for strike 2. Gonzalez fouls it off to right field. Still 2 strikes on the batter. Archamo on the mound for Williamson Trade. Danny Gonzalez fouls it off. 2 strikes on the batter. Danny Gonzalez had a big home run in the first game today to put the Knights on the board. Danny Gonzalez over to the third baseman. And it actually gets past the first baseman. So Danny Gonzalez is now on first base with Connor Graham up to bat.
Definitely looked like that was a routine play, but Williamson Trade unable to make that play, and now Gonzalez on first base with Connor Graham coming up the bat.
Tyler, we've seen Danny Gonzalez be active on the base paths, so hopefully he can get back in the scoring position for Connor Graham to hit him home.
It certainly would not surprise me at all to see him stealing here. Trying to get into scoring position here so Connor can get him home.
Connor Graham, the senior.
Looked like Gonzalez was going there.
Connor Graham had a big home run earlier today. Help spark the Knights and get that big win in the first game of today's doubleheader. Archamo lines up and delivers to Graham. Graham fouls it off to right field.
Nice job to foul that pitch
2
off.
strikes.
Yeah. It's on the outside. Connor did an excellent job at covering the plate. able to stay alive.
Connor Graham. Playing in left field today. And Graham fouls it. Fouls it out of play. So 2 strikes still on Connor Graham with Danny Gonzalez on first base. Chamo winds up, delivers. Graham grounds it to the shortstop. Shortstop throws it over to first, but Graham beats it out.
Safe, yeah, nice.
So runners on first and second now for Chris Rosario, who had that big home run earlier in the ball game.
Excellent hustle by Connor to get down there to reach first base on what looked like could have been an infield hit. So good for him, and now that sets up Rosario coming up here for an opportunity at potentially another 3-run homer.
First pitch from Archamo outside to Rosario. Chris Rosario hits it out to left field again. And that's off the wall. Rosario will get 1 run across the board. An RBI double for Chris Rosario. So now Central Penn will take an 8-7 lead on Williamson Trade. Tyler, great hit by Rosario.
That was a terrific hit. Great, and that gives Rosario 4 RBIs now in the game as well. Knights are able to retake the lead 8-7, and you know, we touched base about it. Rosario had some tough outs in the first game, but they're coming through for him now.
So Chris Rosario, a home run and a double with 4 RBIs early in the ball game. We're going to have Zach Boyer, the third baseman, up to bat. It's a ball high from Archamo. Tyler, that was perfect. That was a perfect spot.
And again, we talked about it so much off the left field wall. I'm really starting to think these guys like playing pepper off that wall.
Yeah. Again, the outfield for Williamson Trade, this outfield might just be that big, but there's just huge gaps out there between center and right. Left center is even bigger. Even from the left fielder to the left field foul line. Boyer hits it high to the shortstop, and he drops the ball. There's going to be a play at the plate. Connor Graham slides and is safe. So the error by the Williamson Trade player gets a run across. So Central Penn College is now leading 9-7.
So we saw some sloppy play by the Knights in the top of this inning, and now we're seeing it for Williamson Trade as well. That's going to put the Knights up 9-7, like you said, Brian. It's good to see.
So
definitely a lot of errors in this game.
So 9-7 now. Central Penn College leads after Williamson Trade erupted and scored 7 in that inning. Colby Edwards squared up to bunt, but the ball went foul. Colby Edwards, freshman out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, has had a real impact on the season so far on the base paths and in the outfield, Tyler.
Yeah, it definitely has. Be interesting to see maybe if he comes in at all to pitch in this game.
Boyer runs. The ball goes over the second baseman's head. But that gets another run across for the Knights. And now the Knights lead 10-7. Another error by Williamson Trade tends to be costly. So Central Penn is now up 10-7.
Seeing a lot of scoring in this inning, Brian. It's funny, we talked about how quick the game was moving along. It certainly has slowed down now.
Coach Hicks is earning her. She's getting the most out of us tonight. Those timesheets are going to be looking very nice tomorrow.
Thanks for the reminder, Brian.
You look pretty warm tonight. How are you feeling, Coach?
It's getting chilly.
It's getting chilly in Palmyra, ladies and gentlemen.
We got our colleague Brian sitting here in shorts.
I'm in shorts. I'm feeling pretty solid right now. Pretty good.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, man.
The Knights scoring all these runs are get me all excited, feeling pretty warm. Oh, time is called. Central Penn team seems like they're having a real good time over in that dugout during this half inning. Complete opposite of the last half inning, Tyler.
Definitely, Brian. It's good to see the momentum swing back to the Central Penn side a bit.
So 1 out again in the bottom of the 4th inning. Central Penn College is now leading Williamson Trade 10-7 after Williamson Trade put 7 runs on the board in the top of the 4th inning.
So a potential hit by Edwards could add on another run.
Colby Edwards, foul ball. It was a beautiful curveball there.
Nice job by Edwards to just stay on top of it and foul it off. Able to keep his at-bat alive here.
Chamo. Again, we're in the bottom of the 4th. 1 out. Colby Edwards fouls it off again. Colby Edwards. Ball outside. Zach Boyer now advances to 3rd base. So runner on 3rd with 1 out with Colby Edwards in the box.
Nice heads-up base running there by Boyer to take 3rd on the ball in the dirt. So a base hit here could add to the Knights' lead again.
Ball low, and that now gets... Oh, Zach Boyer's running home! Another run scores on the mistake by the Williamson Trade. And look at this! Colby Edwards gets to 2nd base. So crazy situation there. Pass ball on ball 4, gets a run across and a runner on 2nd base. Tyler?
Talk about heads-up base running there by Edwards taking 2nd base after the walk. The Williamson Trade pitcher and catcher had no idea what they were doing, and they weren't paying attention to the base runners at all. And nice job for the Knights to take advantage of it and add another run.
So our Chamo will exit today's game with 11 runs across the board tonight. And we're going to see our new pitcher be looks like it's going to be number 11, Zachary Fidelibus, a freshman out of Aston, PA. Yeah, a cold, chilly night here in Palmyra, Pennsylvania. We encourage you, come out and visit Central Penn College. Come out to a baseball game. You can see myself, Tyler Coleman, Paul Miller with Coach Hicks. It's all the hard work that the athletic department and the Nightly News Media Club put in and day out for baseball. It's quite incredible, Tyler.
Yeah, it's great to work here with you guys, Brian. And Central Penn has a nice supporting cast during their athletic events, so it's good to see, and it'd be nice to see more people come out.
Tonight's attendance is roughly around 45. Good number. What are we seeing here? Player took his jersey off. Right by the bottom left part of your screen. Well, he's running back on. With an untucked shirt. Number 13 there. That is Tim Mcfarlin. Again, 11-7 in the bottom of the 4th.
Yeah, if you like scoring, this is the right game to watch.
So the new pitcher for Williamson Trade is going to be number 11, Zachary Fidelibus.
So Williamson Trade definitely going through a lot of pitchers here. I think this is their 5th one on the day combined between the 2 games.
So yeah, Williamson Trade, their next game is Sunday the 15th against Patrick Henry. Then they have Thursday the 19th against Manor College. The 21st they are at Bucks County Community. The 22nd Atlantic Cape. The 24th Montgomery County Community College. The 26th Valley Forge Military College. The 28th again against Patrick Henry. Then they go into April where they play Valley Forge. That should be an interesting one, Tyler. Valley Forge and Williamson Trade. Thursday, April 2nd at Penn State Hazleton. So they're going to be playing back-to-back games. That's a doubleheader. So again, pitching's going to be really key for that one. Monday, April 13th against Manor College. 15th against Bucks County again. The 18th against Christendom, who Central Penn will be playing. Then on the 22nd, they play the Knights again. That will be at Williamson Trade. The 25th at Christendom, and then April 28th against Montgomery County Community College. So in the box is going to be number 16, Christian Lara, who's one of the regular starters, but Coach Stern said he was going to give him some rest during Game 2. He'll be batting on the left side today. And on deck will be catcher Peyton Paletti. Christian Lara fouls it off. Two strikes on Christian Lara. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th inning. Ball high. The runner steals third base. So now Central Penn has a runner on third with 1 out with Christian Lara up to bat.
So how about Christian come through here and add another run, and let's make it 12-7.
Christian ground ball over to the right side of the infield. Will get a run across. And the runner is out. So Lara gets a run in with now there's 2 outs. And Peyton Paletti, last year's starting catcher, is up to bat.
So Brian, we have seen a total of 12 runs scored in this inning combined, both teams. An awful lot of scoring.
We have not seen a lot of Peyton Paletti this season so far. A medical major at Central Penn on his internship. He's originally from Higgins, Pennsylvania. And it's crazy, Tyler. Paul Miller and I were talking about this last year. But I've actually known Peyton before this. Like at Central Penn.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, like I used to see him at like get-togethers as a kid and all that. So it's interesting that I hadn't seen him in a couple of years after high school. Then he comes to Central Penn.
So I'm sure it's exciting for you to get to broadcast his baseball games.
It is. He's a great kid, great family, and I'm just excited to see what he can provide for the team this year.
Got to give him credit, though. That's difficult to do, manage being in school, working your internship, playing sports. So,
yeah.
Good life-work balance for him.
Paletti hits it out to center field. The center fielder comes in and makes the catch. So that is the end of the bottom of the 4th inning. But Central Penn College gets 5 runs across the board after Williamson Trade puts up 7. Going into the top of the 5th, the score is 12-7, Central Penn College. On to you, Tyler.
Career Services invites you to a fun and exciting event for students, alumni, employers, faculty, and staff during the spring term. On June 10th from 8:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m., you are invited to join us for our 16th annual town meeting and Business Partner of the Year breakfast in the Conference Center. For the second year in a row, we will honor 2 Student Interns of the Year, in addition to our Business Partner of the Year. For more information about our events, stop by the Career Resource Center in room 53 of Bollinger Hall or email us at careerservices@centralpenn.edu. The Counseling Center provides free and confidential mental health and substance abuse services to all currently enrolled students at the Summerdale and Lancaster campuses. Online students living in PA are also eligible for telehealth services if physically coming to either campus is not an option. Contact the Counseling Center at 717-728-2416 or cpccounselor@centralpenn.edu to learn more and schedule your first appointment.
So now for Central Penn, we have number 17, Hayden Fox, coming in relief. And as we've seen before, Hayden Fox is a great pitcher for the Knights, Tyler.
Yeah, Hayden Fox has pitched well in the last time we've seen him pitch, and now with the Knights being able to retake the lead, hopefully he can shut down these last few innings and hold on to this victory.
So Ryan Stevens started the first 4 innings for the Knights. Again, Hayden Fox now will come in relief and looking to finish out the game. Boyer still at third. Looks like Dominguez and Rodriguez still in the middle infield with Christian Lara in right. Connor Graham in second. And we are actually going to have Peyton Paletti behind home plate as well. First pitch from Fox called a strike. Fox lines up, delivers, and that's a pop-up to the second base. Actually, the third baseman, Zach Boyer, calls for it, and there's a quick out.
So after the Knights were able to score 5 runs in the bottom of the 4th inning, hopefully Fox can get a quick 1-2-3 inning here and get the offense back to work.
So now up to bat for Williamson Trade is number 1, Sean Donnell, the middle infielder, again from Newton Square, Pennsylvania. Ball high from Hayden Fox. Fox throws for a quick strike 1. Look, he's all ready, Tyler. He gets the ball and he's all ready to go.
Yeah, he's working quickly, and that's what you like to see.
I think he's ready to go home.
He's up there throwing strikes, so I think the same thing, Brian. Got the 12-7 lead. Let's get these last 9 outs and go home.
Oh, there's another pop-up. Over to the first baseman, Rosario. 2 outs now in the top of the 5th.
It's crazy to think that Ryan Stevens gave up 7 runs last inning, but I think he might still be in line for the win with the Knights scoring 5 runs in the bottom of the 4th inning. So he was still the pitcher of record.
Anything is possible in baseball, Tyler.
Yes, sir.
Fox delivers. Good location. It's one thing, Hayden Fox, he's hitting the outside corner, and he's hitting it pretty well.
Yeah, he is, and hopefully he can stay consistent, and he's blowing the ball right past these hitters right now, which is good to see.
Changes it up and throws a little inside for strike 2 for a 1-2 count on the batter. Fox delivers. A ground ball over to the third baseman, Zach Boyer. Over to Rosario, and that ends the top of the 5th inning. 3 up, 3 down for Williamson Trade, and the Knights are now up to bat with the score: Central Penn College 12, Williamson Trade 7. Tyler?
The Learning Center at Central Penn College offers free tutoring in a variety of subjects to both on-ground and online students. Subjects tutored include writing, math, accounting, and anatomy. The Learning Center is located on the 3rd floor of the ATEC building and is open during class hours, including evenings. Look for more information about the Learning Center under the Student Resources tab on Blackboard, or email learningcenter@centralpenn.edu to find out how to get help from a tutor. Join us for Alumni Night at the Harrisburg Senators. On Friday, June 12th, the Senators take on the Erie Seawolves. The alumni picnic will be from 6 to 8 and includes hamburgers, hot dogs, barbecue chicken, baked beans, mac and cheese, coleslaw, chips, cookies, soda, and water. Tickets are $17 for ages 13 and older and $6 for ages 4 to 12, as well as the Golden Knights Society members. Tickets are now available, so check the alumni events on the website for this and other upcoming events at www.centralpenn.edu/alumni-events.
So now we're going to go into the bottom of the 5th with Hayden Fox leading the half inning for the Knights with Alex Dominguez on deck. Zachary Fidelibus still on the mound for Williamson Trade. Ball high for a 1-0 count. Fidelibus lines up and delivers to Fox. And Fox hits it out to left field. The left fielder makes another great play. Hayden Fox had 2 hits today. Be robbed by the outfielders, Tyler.
Yeah, that was a nice catch. Got to give the left fielder credit on that. But
covered a lot of ground on that.
That he did. I thought Hayden had another hit there, but hopefully now Hayden can stay focused on pitching back on the mound.
So 1 out in the bottom of the 5th inning with Alex Dominguez up to bat. Dominguez, ground ball over to third base, and that'll get past the third baseman for a base hit. It took a bad bounce on him there, Tyler.
Yeah, that did. It took a tricky hop off the turf, and plays in favor there for Alex Dominguez. So now we got Gonzalez coming up, and then Graham following him. So nice to get the base runners on.
So now we have Danny Gonzalez, who has really had his put his footprint on this game, Tyler.
Yeah, Gonzalez is doing a great job both in Game 1 and in Game 2. Be nice to have him get on here in front of Connor as well.
So again, it's just crazy to think the lineup today does not have starting DH Jared Rivera. Just to see how that would be with him in the lineup. It would be interesting to see how many more runs Central Penn will put on the board.
Kind of crazy to think they've scored 12 runs without Jared in the lineup. I think you could easily put up a lot more when he is playing.
So 1 through 5, you could see Dominguez, then you'll see Danny Gonzalez, Connor Graham.
Throw to the first baseman, but it looked like
did the ball go out of play?
That's what it looked like. Yeah, so
the ball did go out of play. So Alex Dominguez gets to advance. Another mental mistake by Williamson Trade.
Seen a lot of sloppy play here in Game 2. So, but this time definitely playing in favor for the Knights.
So again, bottom of the 5th inning, Danny Gonzalez up for the Knights in his second career doubleheader with Central Penn. Hits a rocket over to left. Oh, and there's some fireworks in the sky, Tyler. Did you see that?
I did see that out straight to center field. Wonder what that was all about.
Beautiful scene.
Yeah. Be nice to see some fireworks go off whenever they hit a home run.
Now, it's like we're at F&B Field or Clipper Magazine.
Yeah.
So again, cold night here in Palmyra, Pennsylvania, in the Net Sports Complex. Brian Christiana and Tyler Coleman, the man of Central Penn, man of the Nightly News Media Club. You can read his articles after the ball game regarding the Knights games against Williamson Trade.
Certainly will be a lot to write about here in Game 2.
Ball low to Gonzalez, and he is now on first. So runners on first and second with Connor Graham up to bat. Not a good situation for Williamson Trade, Tyler.
Definitely not for Williamson Trade, but nobody else better to have come to the plate here with Connor when you got runners on. And then followed up by Chris Rosario, so definitely not a position I am envious to be in.
Fidelibus throws to Graham. First pitch strike. That was a good location, though, Tyler. A little outside, but it was got enough to get Graham to swing.
Yeah, it definitely was. Had Connor a little confused there, but it was a good pitch on the outside.
Fidelibus winds up. Curveball. Strike 2 is called on Connor Graham. So he's down 0-2. 0-2 on the count now to Fidelibus.
That second pitch looked to be in or at least relatively close to the same position the first pitch was in. Surprised Connor took that.
Strike 3 to Connor Graham on the curveball with 2 outs now, and Chris Rosario is up to bat. You remember Chris Rosario hit the big home run, then in his last at-bat hit a big double off the left field wall.
He has 4 RBIs himself and can add to his case here with another base hit.
Rosario checks his swing, but ball is called. So 1-0 count to Chris Rosario, a junior accounting student here at Central Penn College from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Strike 1 on the curveball. Fidelibus is really relying on that curveball now.
Yeah, he definitely is. It looked like he fooled Connor on it a few times. Now he's trying to get Rosario. But hopefully Chris can come through with another big hit here like he already has.
Ball low. A little miscommunication there between Dominguez and Rosario. Looked like Rosario wanted Dominguez to go over to third base, but wasn't really ready for it.
Not a bad decision. You definitely never want to make the first or last out at third base, so smart decision to hold up. The ball didn't get very far.
Rosario hits it foul. 2 strikes to Chris Rosario. And we are in the bottom of the 5th inning. Hayden Fox is pitching for the Knights. Was in a 12-7 ball game. And Fidelibus gets Chris Rosario to swing and miss for strike 3. 2 runners get on base, but do not capitalize. At the end of 5, the score is 12-7 Central Penn College. Tyler?
The Baylor Family Foundation was formed with the intentions of helping to empower youth through sustainable sports funding. The Baylor Family Foundation is a public charity founded in 2008 by Jerry Baylor II and the Baylor family to provide a resource for caring individuals and the causes they support, enabling them to make a charitable impact on the community. We help donors of many variations, such as individuals, companies, or endowments that are passionate with youth athletics and want to create an everlasting impact. These funds ensure that people of vision will have an enduring influence on the life of their community, the positive impact of our young leaders of tomorrow, and the charitable causes they hold dear. For more information, please go to the Baylor Family Foundation website at the-bff.com for more details.
So again, Hayden Fox on the mound for the Knights in the top of the 6th inning. 12-7 the score in Palmyra. A decision is going to be made tomorrow also regarding the NBA. I just got an update. I don't know if any of you have gotten it, but the... You got a trainer here? No, it's on the dugout.
Yeah, he's near the dugout.
Okay.
I'll help you.
But there could be,
Yeah, right.
the rest of the season could be without fans, Tyler.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to say the least. I know. Actually, I remember the one time, I believe it was a couple years ago, when the Orioles and White Sox played a baseball game with no fans, and I know players said that they weren't really too fond of that, but sometimes you have to do what you got to do.
Hayden Fox strikes out number 6, Colin Sutter, for 1 out in the top of the sixth. Now we're going to have number 11, Zachary Fidelibus, the pitcher, up to bat.
Hayden Fox definitely going to work here.
Fox delivers, strike 1. Fox winds up, delivers. 2 pitches, 2 strikes from Fox. Fox looks like he's having a little difficulty finding his position. Winds up, delivers for strike 3. 2 batters, 2 strikeouts in the half inning from Hayden Fox. And now we're going to have number 15, Angel Velazquez.
Hayden Fox definitely pitching well since coming on in relief. Good to see him working quickly here, getting some fast outs. Only 4 more to go here to seal up the victory.
Fox delivers. First pitch strike to Velazquez. Good location there by Hayden Fox.
Yeah, you like when he can come in here and hit that spot over and over and continues to pour in strikes.
Fox. Strike 2 called. Mixing it up a little bit, Tyler. First pitch high, second pitch low. You know, the batter's probably confused out there.
Yeah, definitely a good mix. Velasquez looks like he stepped out of the batter's box.
And
shook his
strike
head.
3 to Velazquez.
Just like that.
3
Wow.
batters, 3 strikeouts for Hayden Fox. And we are going to go into the bottom of the 6th inning with the score: Central Penn College 12, Williamson Trade 7. Tyler?
Come join the Nightly News Media Club. We offer an online newspaper, quarterly publications, weekly podcasts, and paid positions with our sports broadcast team. For the spring term, we meet even-numbered weeks in ATEC 204 from noon to 1 p.m. Stop by and learn how you can get involved, or email Club Advisor Paul Miller at paulmiller@centralpenn.edu for more information. For the 5th straight year, Central Penn College has earned the military-friendly school designation. Currently, Central Penn has 55 students who are either veterans or who are active in the military or National Guard. The Student Veterans of America Club is accepting new members. Students must be veterans or active military to join. For more information about the club, contact Student Success Coach and Club Advisor Dan Garisi at 717-728-2367. Are you looking for a free activity for the kids? How does a free movie and free popcorn sound? Pretty good, right? Central Penn's Family Flicks film series shows recent kid-friendly films on Saturday every other month in the Capitol Blue Cross Theater. The next film is Frozen 2 on Saturday, March 21st from 2 to 4 p.m. The event is free and open to the public.
So we're going to go into the bottom of the 6th inning with Fidelibus still on the mound. The center fielder is currently tying his shoe, and Zach Boyer is going to lead it off for the Knights. Tyler, this could be the last at-bat for the Knights.
This could be...
Boyer, ground ball to the second baseman, and that goes off of his glove for a base hit.
12-7 lead. You always look to add more runs, though, Brian. good start getting the first batter of the inning on base.
So now we're going to have Colby Edwards up to bat. If you remember when he had the walk, he was able to get on the second base because of mental mistakes by Williamson Trade.
Yeah, the pitcher and catcher weren't even paying attention. Oh, jeez.
Throws and almost hits Edwards. And little on the ground there. Ball outside from Fidelibus. So 2-0 count on Edwards.
Definitely never like to see a ball come up that close to your head.
2-1 count now to Colby Edwards. Two count now to Colby Edwards. So Fidelibus is coming back with 2 straight strikes to Colby Edwards. We'll have to see how you adjust from a 2-0 count to now a 2-2 count.
Yeah, just gotta look for a pitch in your zone and try not to chase anything. It's a good pitch that was outside.
Looked like a slider there. Slider outside. Count is now full. No outs, runner on first.
Edwards did a nice job at laying off of that pitch. And just like that, he works the walk.
Ball 4 to Edwards. So now runners on first and second with no outs. And Christian Lara is up to bat.
So just like that, runners first and second, no outs. And up comes the switch hitter, Christian Lara, trying to lay down the bunt.
This would be a perfect situation, Tyler, to have a bunt. I mean, runners on first and second, no out.
Putting down the sacrifice, yeah.
I say the infield is...
Looks like they're playing back.
They're playing back. I don't see why you wouldn't.
Might be able to work a hit out of it.
Two strikes now on Christian Lara. If I was Coach Stern on that, when there was 1 strike, I would have tried to take advantage of that with a bunt.
Yeah, but didn't see Lara putting down the bunt on the second pitch, so I wonder if the first time was his call or was a call from Coach Stern.
Curveball, looks like it's going to go, oh, shortstop, mishandles a play. And Edwards makes it in the second, so base is loaded now for catcher Peyton Paletti. Hayden Fox is on deck for the Knights.
Big opportunity here for Paletti to come through. Bases loaded, no outs. Let's add to that 12-7 lead.
Strike thrown by Peyton Paletti. Or pitch thrown to Peyton Paletti, I'm sorry. See, Tyler, we've been here so long today, I'm starting to get out of it. Oh, Paletti hits it out to center field. And that's in a drop. 1 run will score. Coach Stern sending a second runner. Colby Edwards, play at the plate. Ball is thrown high, and Edwards scores. 2-run score, 14-7, Central Penn College.
So
Remember a similar...
Runners moved up to second and third there.
Remember a similar situation we were in this inning when the coach from Williamson Trade called the game when they were down by 9.
14-7.
So you wonder if Hayden Fox could get both of these runs in, will the coach call the game?
Hayden has 2 excellent pitched innings so far. Let's see if he can continue his success at the plate as well.
Curveball thrown by Fidelibus for a first pitch strike. Hayden Fox fouls it off. So 2 strikes on Hayden Fox here in the bottom of the 6th inning with no outs. Hayden Fox, ground ball. Grounds out, but the run does come in the score. So an RBI for Hayden Fox. And now Central Penn is up by 8 on Williamson Trade.
Yeah, so 15 runs so far in this game, 9 scored in game 1 of the doubleheader, Brian. We talked about the hot offense coming in. That's 24 runs scored so far in the 2 games again today. After the 34 the team scored on Sunday.
So in 4 games, Central Penn so far has 58 runs, Tyler. They're averaging 14.5, even though there is no half.
That is an awful lot of runs, but I'm sure Coach Stern and this team will take it any time that they can get it, especially with as good as the pitching is.
The ball goes past the catcher, and Matt Thorpe now goes to third. Alex Dominguez up to bat for Central Penn. The shortstop. Now he hits it foul. That had the distance, Tyler. It really did. It's just a little bit left.
It did, but it seemed like unfortunately the team has had that a lot today. Had a lot of hard hit balls just go foul.
Dominguez fouls it off on the right side again.
How about this? We're at the top of the order again, Brian.
Yeah. And Central Penn just keeps batting around. It's just now with Hayden Fox coming in, the pitching is now getting the batters from Williamson Trade down. Ooh, curveball again by Williamson Trade. Great pitch, but it's a ball high. Ball outside. Matt Thorpe stays over at third. Fidelibus lines up, throws. Ball outside. Thorpe contemplates going home, but stays. So runners now on first and third for Danny Gonzalez. Oh, hit by pitch. So now we're going to have bases loaded with Connor Graham up to bat. Definitely not a good situation for Williamson Trade, Tyler.
Definitely not. Bases loaded. Connor Graham up to bat. This is not a position the pitcher wants to be in, but Connor's had a bunch of home runs here. How about a grand slam? That'd be pretty interesting to call, Brian.
So again, bases loaded, bottom of the 6th inning, Connor Graham up to bat. Graham hits it out to center field. Yep. A run will score. Dominguez runs in, and he will score. 2 runs come across. And that will now make the score
16-7, Brian.
17-7.
Sorry.
Coleman, 10-run lead on Williamson Trade. And now we have runners on first and second for Chris Rosario. Not a good situation for Coach Thompson, Tyler.
No, not at all. Now being down 10, like to your point, makes you wonder if they'll call the game after this inning. Definitely a different feel here compared to when it was 7-7.
For a moment, we thought this game was going to be a real barn burner.
It was good to see Connor come through with the 2 RBI hit after he struck out a couple times.
And that sounded like it hit the end of the bat, Tyler. It barely hit the bat, but had some good distance on it.
Definitely did. He was able to drop it there in center field, so good for him.
So here we go. 2 strikes on Rosario. Bottom of the 6th with 1 out. Rosario fouls it off. So still 2 strikes with 1 out to Chris. And we are again in the bottom of the 6th inning. Strike 3, and the runners do have a double steal, and they both advance. So runners now on second and third with 2 outs. But good curveball by Fidelibus to strike out Chris Rosario. Now we have Zach Boyer, the third baseman, up to bat. And Boyer's had a busy day, Tyler. He's batted multiple times, hit by pitch, got around the score a couple times. Been a real interesting day for him.
Definitely a good day at the plate for him. Nothing like getting another base hit in here and knocking in a couple more runs.
Strike thrown by Fidelibus. Time is called. Count is 3-1 to Zach Boyer. Runners on second and third. Ball 4 to Boyer. Colby Edwards now up to bat with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. The score is 17-7 Central Penn College. At one point, ladies and gentlemen, this game was tied going into the top of the 4th.
Well, at one point it was 7-0, and then it was tied. And now the Knights have scored 10 runs since. Definitely an offensive output today.
So again, Colby Edwards up to bat. He walked today in one of his appearances and got over to second base on a walk, Tyler.
That he did. Definitely heads up base running by him to take advantage of the Williamson Trade pitcher and catcher not paying attention.
Ball high. Danny Gonzalez over at second. Danny Rodriguez at third. Connor Graham at second. And Zach Boyer at first. Ball inside. Almost hit Colby Edwards there. So the count is 3-0 on Edwards, and another run could be coming in very soon for the Knights, Tyler.
Ooh.
Strike 1 thrown to Colby Edwards from Fidelibus. Good location there.
Good location on the outside. Now 3-1 count, but to your point here, one more ball will score the Knights another run. There it is.
And ball 4 outside. So another run comes across the score. It's 18-7 now.
And
the game looks like it's going to be called. So, ladies and gentlemen, the final score of this game is going to be 18-7 in favor of Central Penn College. Tyler, do you have any input on Nightly News Player of the Game?
That's tough. I mean, you could say Hayden Fox coming in, pitching 2 extraordinary innings. You could also go with Chris Rosario or even Hunter Finkey, both having 4 RBIs.
I think today we're going to have to go with co-Nightly News Player of the Games, Tyler. I think Hunter Finkey and Chris Rosario are going to be the recipient of it, both having 4 RBIs, and Hunter Finkey in 2 at-bats, a single and a double. Chris Rosario, multiple at-bats with a home run and a double. So, Tyler, again, thank you for being here tonight, and we'd like to thank Coach Casey Hitz in the athletics department, Coach Robert Stern, and the players from the Central Penn College men's baseball team for allowing us to be here. I appreciate all of you, and again, it's been an honor these past 3 years to call baseball for the Knights, Tyler.
Yeah, it's been great working with you, Brian. Good team wins today, 7-1 overall victory, and we'll look forward to being back here at the next game.
So again, this is Brian Christiana calling off for the last time with Tyler Coleman. Want to thank you. Have a safe evening, and have a great rest of your term, Central Penn students. Thank you, and have a great rest of your night.